be involved and build a community, not for the results or the outcomes, but for the relationships. Keon and I go back, we were 18 years old when we met. I got an 18-year-old daughter who's in her freshman year right now of college. And it's like, that's the year I met Keon and Dee and some of my lifelong friends that we continue to stay in contact with. Not on a regular basis, but we pick up exactly where we left off, whether it's been 6 months, a year, it doesn't matter. And so you out there, if you're feeling lonely, if you're running a business and you feel like you're doing it all by yourself, if you're rowing and you don't see anybody coming in for help, just know, if you want some love, you got to go give it away. If you want a friend, you got to go be one. If you want a successful business, you got to take action. You got to take action. That was one of the themes of our last podcast. Speaking of taking action, Keon, put a plug in here. You got a podcast.
Yeah, I got one called Take Action. I teach that your network is your net worth, right? You're no more valuable than the people that you have in your space, and our relationships survive not off of in-kind gifts, but reciprocity. Like whatever I give, I get, and it doesn't have to be the same thing that I give. Our relationship has survived all of these years off of receive and take. I remember the day you changed my life, and you didn't even know it. You graduated a year before me because of my injury, my ACL, and I redshirted. So we came in at the same time. We were supposed to go out at the same time, but I was a year behind. And you left to go sell real estate, and you bought a Lincoln LS. It was this gray colored Lincoln. And we were in the bus getting ready to go on a road trip. And for whatever reason, I remember it was a cold winter day because you had a black trench coat on, and you had some gloves. And you showed up. I looked
looking like a back rack ad.
I look out of the window of the bus. I can still see you. I look out of the window before we go on the road trip, and I'm looking at you, the guy who came in at the same time as me, outside of the bus, in a car that my mother could never buy, wearing clothes that I never could afford, selling real estate, selling houses that I could never live in. And it was the day that inspiration woke up in me and said, you can do it too. I didn't know how successful you were. I just know what it appeared to be. And I think folks need to know that the Brad that they know and are listening to right now, that guy was there at 21, 22 years old. He was doing the same thing. So that was an aha moment for me. So it was etched in my mind, and I still remember to this day, and it kind of catapulted me into believing that more was possible.